being kids, dicking around like you do. And we'd found a tape measure, I guess, because I presumably because my parents were measuring stuff. Yes, we're back. I'm on an ad right now, but we're back. And like we're just swinging it around, and I was swinging around, and he hit it, and I accidentally hit him in the eye.
Oh. Did you get like grounded or anything afterwards? Because
the little sharp metal part.
Yeah.
Oh,
he was fine afterwards, but yeah.
And then probably like, yeah, I just have a lot of like hereditary things I can have. You know, back fast.
We're back.
Cool.
Bad.
We were just talking about weird. just talking about childhood injury.
We could have died from childhood medical trauma, basically.
As I was saying before we lost power, I almost died to a jawbreaker.
Yeah.
Like my parents, my brother and I were driving back from a water park, and we'd gotten some candy, you know, and I guess we went over a bump, like on the road.
God. Oh god.
And yeah.
Oh, I can just imagine being your parents in the front seat, be like, "Oh my god, what the fuck is that?" Hi, Aqua.
Hey, Astra.
I heard that we're talking about times we almost died.
Yeah.
Hi, Astra.
As children, but like if you want to bring it up.
I was literally just thinking about the time that Poseidon tried to drown me.
That's why we brought it up.
Yeah.
There's also the time when I lived in Indiana for a period of time as a kid, because I lived fucking everywhere. But I was living down there, and I had a friend that was, like, down the street and, like, across the street from me. It was, like, diagonal from me. And so, like, me and another friend, like, of ours, like, were over there. And I was like, oh, hold on, I have to go grab something from the house. I don't remember what it was. It was not important. I know that much. But I remember going and just, like, crossing the street. I looked both ways, swear to God. Not a single car anywhere. As I'm walking the street, and, like, almost to the other side, like, one of my friends yells out, like, Astra, watch out! And I'm like, huh? And then there's a car, like, literally 3 feet away from me that has just stopped.
Jesus.
What?
That car did not fucking exist before then. I swear to God, on my life.
Oh, I've multiple times as the child walked straight into the fucking road and there's a goddamn fucking car there. And like, there was one time, it isn't related to like walking through the street with a car, but like, my dad was like, I was a baby, and so my dad was like holding me as he was like leaving the house, and we had like, you know, like when you have like a porch that's just like one step sort of thing, like it's just concrete slab steps type of deal. We had that, and so my dad was stepping off of it, but he like stepped wrong, and so he like twisted his ankle and was about to fall, and he had to like twist his back all the way around and stuff to try and like land directly onto his back so that he wouldn't like fall with me like in the front, you know, on, you know, below him. And he was just like, yeah, it really hurt, and then you were just laughing. Like I just was like, yeah, hell yeah, do it again.
On the topic of cars, this one time, it was like raining out, so it was like hard to see. Basically, that's how hard it was raining. My parents were like arguing about something in the car or whatever, and just I guess it got so heated that I remember what they were actually arguing about. It was because I had American Idol on the 360. And I don't know where the microphone went. So it was like the stupidest argument ever about where the microphone went. Anyways, they were not watching the road, and they hit a sign, and they skid, and get in a crash, and the front of the car looks awful. But you know what happened in my case? A crash happened, and then I looked down, and my Pepsi is spilled everywhere, and I cry about my Pepsi. And
That is such a little kid thing to do!
Oh my god, dude.
City,
why are you me? City, why are you me?
Such
what do you mean? After, what do you mean?
Just like looking down, seeing that like you just and it's like your parents like look like, oh god, is she hurt? Or are they hurt? No. Their Pepsi fell over.
It was like, my Pepsi!
Here's the thing. Here's why I say, why are you me? Here's why I say, why are you me? When I was a kid, literally down the street from where I live now, it's crazy how I circled back to like the same area of living. When I was like probably no older than like first grade at the most, second grade. So like 7, I think. My mother came and got me from my grandmother's house. I don't know if I was just over there for the day or the weekend or whatever, but like, she came and got me, and we were driving down the road and we got in a car crash. Nothing too serious.
Okay. Well, yeah.
But I was holding my Etch-a-Sketch at the time. And then we got in the crash and it like flew across the seat and I was like, my Etch-a-Sketch! And that was all I cared about. My mother was like, are you hurt? And I was like, my Etch-a-Sketch! She was like, oh, fucking okay. And then like, I remember her pulling over because like the car wasn't too fucked up. It was just like a rear end thing. Something similar, but like I remember like she pulled over and like was talking to the other drivers about like insurance, I'm sure, or whatever.
And you're like, what about my fucking Etch-a-Sketch mom?
And I remember specifically like trying to reach across the seat. I was probably still like super strapped in because like the seatbelt had locked from like the impact. And I remember just like trying desperately to reach over. Like
I need it. I need to check if it's okay.
I was so upset.
Oh, Coco.
Oh, Coco. Hi, honey. I love you.
Aww.
Oh, you. Oh.
Like I said earlier, you and Coco remind me of when Casey and I first started dating.
Oh.
Mm. Why are you making your partner relive such painful memories, Oh, here's the thing, Perp. There's not a single memory that I have that isn't attached to a token of some sort. It's fine. They're everywhere, every day.
I don't think I've ever been in like, as a kid, like a car crash, but there was one time where my dad was driving me to school, and we were in the like drop-off line, and it wasn't Halloween time. It was like, I think winter, but I was playing a fucking Halloween CD. Cause I'm me. I was in like 3rd grade, and the like start of the CD had like bubbling noises, because it was like a cauldron bubbling. And my dad like freaked the fuck out. He was like, "What is that noise? Oh my god, what's wrong with the car? Oh god, oh god, oh god." And like I was like, "Dad, it's just a CD." Oh, and yeah, the screen is frozen. But it's on Megara, so like that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's okay. It's on Meg.
It's on Meg, that's good. Oh, I got this one where she's like, "Did you just ask me out to?"
Oh yeah, I got that one way early on.
Oh my god.
Yeah, me too. And he's just like, no, maybe. And Zag is right there.
I love how tiny Zag is compared to literally everyone else in this game.
I know, Zag is a short king.
Oh.
He's so tiny. I love him.
It switched to Hypnos. Okay. I am just a little. It's my B-day. Are you gonna really hit me?
It's my birthday.
Are you gonna hit me, a little guy, on my birthday?
Little guy.
I am just a little guy. It's my birthday. Hey now. Okay, there we go. It's good. Oh, look at Dursa. I love that Dursa like bops. You know, like
Dursa?
Dursa, yeah. I always say Dursa. I don't know why.
Oh.
I know it's Dursa, but brain want to say Dursa.
All right. Fred Dursta.
Yeah.
Fucking god damn it!
I hate you. Yeah, but I don't think I was ever like in a car accident as a child. When I was going.
Yeah, I was playing Animal.
I
did not see that you said that first.
I love that. No, I was like on my way to Utah because we had a thing in Utah that I went to. Obviously, why did I say it like that? I went to Utah for a thing that I had in Utah. You know, like how people go to Utah for when they have things in Utah.
Ringmaster's room, where the ringmaster is.
Yeah. Yeah. So I went to we were on the drive there, and like the person driving, like we were just driving along, and there was like a semi, and like the semi was like converging, but like didn't fucking signal, because why would you need to as a semi truck? And it fucking like we almost got into a crash. Like the person swerved and shit like that, and it was like like we were in the middle of nowhere and fucking in like the desert of Utah. Like what were we gonna do?
I can hear Gomer screaming all the way from Florida.
Yeah,
because he was a truck driver.
Oh, yeah. Oh, pretty the puppy. I love that you don't. My mom, when I first was like playing this on our big screen, because I was like playing with my Switch docked and stuff, and so my mom came by and I was petting Cerberus while doing it, and she was like, "Is the third head dead?" And I was like, what? I was like, what? And she's like, is it dead? And I was like, no, it's sleeping. And she was like, oh, it just wasn't moving. I thought it was dead. And I was like,
Oh my
Mom!
God.
Oh,
I was like, no, Mom! She's like, I didn't know. It was so just my mom being my mom. Just, ugh. But just hear her coming. Is the third head dead? I was like, what? What?
that's awesome logic. If it's not moving, it's dead.
Exactly.
Runs in the family.
Possum
Gotcha.
family.
Okay, that's good marketing on Xbox's part.
Oh, the thing I retweeted.
Possibly. I just saw it from H Bomber Guy who says woke brands too,
Oh.
horny brands.
Oh yeah, I retweeted that. Yeah, it's a photo of the Xbox. Why do I keep wanting to say 360?
Because it's a very bad name.
It is. It's such a bad name. They peaked at Xbox One, and then
Might as well.
and then they were like, "Well, now we got to make another one." Fuck.
The Xbox One is bad because people think you're talking about the original Xbox.
I know, right?
Like,
Uh,
who's naming these things?
The Xbox, so like they're like the Xbox Series X, 11.9 inches, and then it's like a refrigerator, which at first I thought was just a bigger Xbox Series X.
Well, here's the thing.
Mhm.
That's a Microsoft fridge. That's on purpose because they made
Wait,
they made
what?
a joke about. They jokingly made one Xbox fridge
Oh, okay.
and
I
made it
thought
for
was like a
contest.
thing. Okay, and so they're like the Xbox fridge. It's 5'8", and then it's Lady,
With rescue.
yeah, Drescu, at 9'6", which, I'm gay. To be fair, she's probably shorter than 9'6" because they do say like she's in her heels and hat. So she's probably more like 9'3" or something.
I think she's 9'6" just all the time because I don't think she ever takes the heels off.
She never takes off the heels.
And
They're
heels
a
is
part of her. They're a part of her, yeah.
Mhm.
Like, I always, I don't get intimidated by people taller than me, mainly because there aren't many. But I find it. I feel bad for people taller than me because that usually means they have horrible knee problems.
Oh,
How
and
tall are
back
you, Russell?
problems.
I'm 6'3".
Mm.
You're
Oh.
so.
You're like a foot taller than me. That's fucked up.
I know you
I'm
were
foot
so.
taller than Daisy, too.
You were such a small little demon, Aster.
I will hurt you.
Can
I'll
you
kill
reach
you.
me?
Swear to God. Why?
And then what?
And then what? Yeah.
Oh, Perp, why did you at me in chat? I was looking about other shit.
I'm 5'9". So
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
Poseidon's a bitch.
I'm
It's-
5'9", so I'm only
Coco, I'm
6
5'2".
inches taller. I'm only. Oh, I'm math.
Okay, here's the thing though. I've been measured between 5'2" and 5'4".
Oh yeah, that reminds me.
God knows which one it is.
I have a friend. I have a friend that I've known since like I was like 7 or something. And she's like always been really short, and like we've always joked about how like at one point she just stopped growing and I continued. Like she stopped growing in 5th grade, and I was just like, see ya. And so she's 5'2", and then she had to update her license because in Oregon, I don't know if it's the same in other states, but in Oregon you have to update your license, like either the year after or the year you turn 21. And so she, updated her license, and they measured her and stuff like that, and they put on there 5'3", and she was like, so technically, and she was like, I am taking that, and I am running with it, I'm 5'3". She was like, technically, I am 5'3". It says so on my thing. 5'5". Yeah,
Actually, interesting. Hold on, I'll have to see. I think my ID's like right here. What does my ID say for my height? So I think that's probably the most accurate.
No,
mine says 5'8" because I got it when I was 14. So I was a little bit shorter than I am now at 21. And I hate looking at my ID photo because it's of me at 14.
Master Chaos has evolved.
And I am a chubby little baby. God, remember being young?
Let's be reasonable.
Also, you know what's frustrating? I lost my wallet, so I had to like get a replacement card, like ID and
Yeah.
stuff. And so literally, like, as long as I've been alive, up until like last year or so, Oregon has always had it like every single ID card is horizontal. And they changed it to how I think both California and Washington State does it, where if you're under 21, it's vertical, but if you're over 21, it's horizontal. So that way it's like easier to tell, like, just from looking how old the person is. And so I went in like 3 months before my fucking 21st birthday. And I was like, I need to get a fucking new ID card. And they're like, cool, we're gonna have to remake it entirely because you have to get the fucking vertical card. And I was like, I'm literally turning 20. Like, by the time I got it, it was August. So it was like 22 days away from my fucking 21st birthday, and it pisses me off. I'm so mad about it. Because now I have this fucking card. But I'm over 20. I'm 21 and over. It's what I call people a victim because they're tall. Perp, how tall are you?
Never enough of it.
Me and her are the same height. So 5'6".
He's back at the house.
Oh,
I used to joke, or I did last night, in fact, that because my great uncle was Lurch on the Addams Family, that's why I'm so tall. But that's actually a non-blood
that's right.
relation.
Yeah.
I also
so-
found out last night that he wrote one of the worst movies ever.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love
Or
him.
co-wrote it anyway.
Yeah.
That's fun.
The original Lurch, right? Yeah.
That's the original, Ted Cassidy.
Yeah. Ted Cassidy. Ted Cassidy. My
Yeah, so sorry, real quick. Circling back around to height because I don't know where this conversation has gone because I fucking died for a minute, I think.
Dissociated.
But my height, according to my ID card, says 5'3". But I
there you go.
think at heart I'm 5'2". So that's what I'm gonna keep saying to people.
At heart. Wait, my ID doesn't say my height. Oh no, yeah, it does. It says 5'8", but again, I got this when I was 14. Also, you know how it like tells your eye color on your ID? Because I have brown eyes, it just says bro. So I'm certified bro.
I think mine says my eyes are technically like hazel.
Yeah.
They're fucked up and mutated.
Well, hazel eyes just change color like fucking
They do.
all the time. Yeah.
Honest to God, they do. My eyes are also just like they're way less like brown green than like other people's are.
Yeah. Yours is more like bluish.
Well, here's the thing. It's like they've got there's brown around like the pupil that like spikes out, and then it's green, like actual normal green, not like mixing of brown and green. And then there's blue around the outside.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't know, it's
You
fucked
just
up
get
and
all
weird.
three. You get all three. My, I almost had blue eyes, basically, because, like, my dad's mom. So I get my brown eyes specifically from my paternal grandmother. That is the only person in my lineage that had brown eyes. So her kids, I think, or at least my father got brown eyes from her, but his dad had like gray blue eyes. And then my mom has blue eyes, so both her parents have blue eyes. And so my brother, his eyes like went from blue to brown in like days of like after being born, because you were born with blue eyes. And so his switched, you know, like days after being born. And then I like took like 6 months to change. So my parents were like, "Oh, we're gonna have a little baby with blue eyes," and then it was like, "Nah, no, you're not."
Coin.
My eyes are brown.
Yeah, I have lighter brown eyes that like technically sometimes are amber colored, but that's because I have like that happens when you have a capital B lowercase b in the Putnam square. You have the genetics for both blue and brown eyes. So if I have a good chance if I ever have a kid with somebody who has blue eyes of my kid having blue eyes. But that's if I ever have a child, which who knows.
Yeah, that. I think I'm just like that shit ain't happening for me.
Kids are. If I've always been resigned to like if my partner wants a kid, then yeah, I'm fine with it. But if they don't, then that's fine too. Like,
I would rather not have children, personally.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
children are fine. I'm happy for people that want to have children. I think I would actually go insane.
Gemstones.
yeah, same.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm glad that I finally got diagnosed with autism and ADHD because then I know at least like I will most likely have an autistic child. But so then like I'll know how to handle it then. Because like
Mhm.
had I not been diagnosed and then had a child and that child be autistic, I would have fucking like been like. Ah.
No, I totally get that. Yeah, I would be the same way, except that is exactly why I'm one of the reasons why I'm not having a child because I can't stand kids
yeah.
normally.
Don't spend it all in one
I
place,
ca-
Saint.
I can't handle that shit.
I like
That's
sometimes
odd.
autistic kids can be chill because they don't. They're just like I just want to sit and play with my Legos.
I
You know the
personally
drama
probably would have a kid, but not until like way later once I'm like actually stable to carry a child.
Yeah, when I'm like talking about like if I ever have a kid, it won't be until like my mid-30s or something like that. Which is when my mom had me, which everyone
Like-
always says that like I was a late in life baby, which is not true. My mom
Like,
had me at
Casey-
36. Like,
Casey and I basically decided we might adopt, but that's
yeah.
if we can afford it.
yeah,
And if not, I'll just settle on being a cool uncle.
yeah.
Oh.
By which I mean a desperately nerdy uncle.
I can see that.
Yeah. I know my brother wants kids, so I would be fine with being a aunt, especially too if it's that, because like technically his kids can also be autistic because sometimes it just happens.
Yeah.
So like,
That's the thing that pisses me off the most about the whole. Well, aside from everything, the anti-vaxxers.
yeah, when they're like, oh, vaccines cause autism.
It's like,
Yeah, and it's like,
Don't-
nah, sometimes it just happens.
yeah, and you can. There's signs for it before you're fucking born.
There is and there isn't. Like, it's complicated, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I fucking... My favorite thing, because I had meningococcal, I never needed the vaccine for it, because I had the disease, and every single time I go to get a vaccination, they're like, you never got your meningococcal vaccine, do you want it? And I'm like, no, I had the disease. And they're like, oh, okay.
No, I drank the bottle. I don't need a fucking shot of it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, nah. Like one time I was getting a vaccine and they're like, you never had it, do you want it? And I'm like, no, I had it. And they like mistaken that like they didn't write it down. And I was
Oh.
like,
That's enough talk.
and I was like, no, I had meningococcal, I had the disease. And they were like, oh.
Right? It wasn't for me.
Yeah, so, but
Yeah, right. You speak a lot of big game to put your money where your mouth is. God.
Hey, mom, dad want grandchildren $1,000. When you look at the actual price for children, it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's
like,
so ridiculous.
did you know to adopt a kid, it's $50,000?
Gross.
Yep.
Why do you have to
Yep.
pay to give a child a home? Like, the fuck is wrong with us?
Because the foster care system is bullshit.
Yes.
And I have feelings about that, but I'm not
Yep,
gonna get into
I
it
do.
too much.
We don't have time to get into all of that. To unpack all of that.
Let's not unpack that just yet.
That, you unlocked that, that Astra opinion when you have 40 hearts with Astra. Only then.
Here's the thing though. It's incredibly easy to get to that point.
Yeah.
You can't give Astra ambrosia yet, yeah.
Yeah.
This is true. Coco's the only one that can right now.
Yeah, you gotta get up to Coco level. I was talking about it because Blake posted a picture of them playing Stardew Valley, and Penny was like, "Do you ever want kids?" And it's like, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm married with a child already." And like, I was talking about how I wish, like, in Stardew Valley, like, the NPCs know you're married because so fucking much will the NPCs come up and flirt with you, and it's like, I am married and have 2 children. Like, I can't.
Like,
Yeah.
what do you see you and me get out of here? Great idea. You can go babysit my kids while I fuck my wife.
I'm gonna go home.
Go home and sleep with my wife. God, you have not seen the movie Clue. That movie's so great.
I love the movie Clue is fucking great because it has different endings.
Yeah, like it is a perfect. It's not my favorite movie, but it is a perfect movie.
It is such a good movie. The thing about the different endings, so back when like theaters were a thing, and were the only option,
Yeah.
when the movie was released at different theaters, they would have different film reels, and each different theater had like a different ending, and so like, because it's based off of the board game Clue, where you have to find out who killed Mr. Body, and so the ending, like, it reveals who killed Mr. Body, and I think there's 3 or 4 different endings.
Yeah.
And so, also it has Tim Curry in it, and Tim Curry's fucking phenomenal.
Oh yeah, it may be his best role ever.
Oh yeah. Ugh. I always get so sad
Butler.
when I
What do you
see
do?
him now.
I buttle.
I buttle.
So,
I get so sad when I see him now. He's doing fine, like, you know, he's millionaire, you know, he's fine, but it's so sad seeing him, like, he had the stroke and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm like,
kept it
oh.
under wraps, but yeah, he had a stroke.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh.
But
he's a millionaire, so I'm sure he's fine. Yeah, my mom saw it in theaters, and she got the, like, true ending, quote unquote, which is like, I think everybody did it. Everyone had a part in it.
Yes.
It's on Hulu, and Hulu has the cut that has all of the endings. Like, it will show you.
Which is the only way I can see that movie now. I just
you can't watch it without the other endings being shown because you're like, ugh.
It just makes it better.
It does. It's such a good movie. I love Tim Curry. Also, I love Tim Curry specifically communism in space. and he's trying to fucking keep it in and not laugh.
One place that is not corrupted by capitalism.
Space. And he's just like, you can see him trying to hold in his laughter because he knows. That's not Clue.
It's from Command and Conquer game.
No, that's I was just saying I love Tim Curry because of his that's one of his best fucking lines, you know, ever. Other than like anticipation.
Or just anything he says in Legend.
Yeah. Ugh. And then he was so good as Pennywise too.
Yeah.
Like, man, Tim Curry talented. What the fuck? Fucked up if true.
I was listening to the Millennium Microphone podcast, and one of the hosts pointed out that it's extremely easy to go from Bill Skarsgård's Pennywise to Scooby-Doo.
Bill Skarsgård's Pennywise, I have a lot of, like... I'm very about it, you know? Like, I think... That movie, first of all, that movie is way too goddamn long. Both movies are fucking super goddamn long and are unnecessarily long.
Yeah.
I'm escaping.
Yeah.
to the
Like you can
one
see it in the
place that
thumbnail.
hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
You can tell he's wanted to fucking crack up there.
So good.
He just wanted to lose it. Space! Like the breathing beforehand just
Like he puts a guy
space!
in space.
I know. I love him. I always forget that he was in fucking Annie.
Come on, man.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
looking at
What's in
yeah,
that?
he was but he was so good as Pennywise. I think he was like, because not only like do I think I like the costuming they did for the new, Bill Skarsgård Pennywise. I think it's cool, but the thing about Tim Curry's Pennywise was like it was just like a clown. Like he's wearing like a Party City
Yeah.
clown costume, like whereas Bill Skarsgård is wearing like an old-timey, clown costume.
Yeah.
And so I just think like
I think the voice is better for Bill Skarsgård, but the outfit is better for Tim Curry.
yeah, the whole like vibe is kind of better with Tim Curry, whereas the voice is like I think Bill Skarsgård does a really good job with like the voice and stuff. But those movies are so fucking long.
They are.
They're so unnecessarily long.
Ironically enough, it should have been a miniseries like the original.
Name of Hades.
I accidentally touched the wrong button, but yes, I agree. It should have been. A...
5 seconds.
Did you know?
That was 5
When
seconds, right?
they introduced Ben in the second movie, they the actor that like they make you think is Ben, like the fat
Yeah.
guy, business guy. That's the original Ben actor
Oh yeah, I knew that.
in the miniseries. Yeah,
That's
And
super
then-
cool.
yeah, and then the wife of what's his name? Eddie. Eddie
Yeah.
Katz.
I guess for
Yeah, his wife is the woman who played his mom in the first movie.
Yeah, that was super fucking weird.
But that's such a good detail because he calls him, I liked that detail.
Alright, I am gonna head off to go watch Phantom Barrack do Danganronpa Chapter 5, so I will see y'all later.
Yeah.
Hi, Rosie.
Bye.
In the name of Hades.
Boy, wish. Yeah, but I love horror movies. Horror movie good. Also, the way they did casting for the older people, with the younger people in it, chapter 2, is really good because not a lot of people that looked like the kid. So I don't know. It's a good movie. Watch it and it chapter 2. They're good show. They're good movies. They're just so fucking long. You gotta plan a day for it.
Yeah.
Where you sit down and watch them. Or 2 days really because they're so fucking long.
I thought I had you sorted, man, but maybe you just don't appreciate the finer
Like,
things.
I get why they're long and shit like that, but God,
Well, that's that.
calm down.
The show.
Also, Jessica Chastain is in chapter 2, and Jessica Chastain is pretty.
Pre-armed.
So, City, how are you today?
No.
cool. We're cool. No.
Feeling good. Next island. Why not?
I greet you, cousin.
If only you knew just how I feel, Ernie. Not yet. Back. We're not finished. Not now. Hydra heads were never meant to fly. My keepsake from Chaos will protect me. In the name of Hades. The whims of Master Chaos. Who's first? Damn, he's recovered. Show yourselves. How many more of these are there? I'm out. Saved some for everyone. Got him. Done and done. Lord Dionysus.
I know you're busy, man, so here you go. Get on with it, all right?
Pleasure doing business. short one? That's a low blow, sir. I thought you were the big honorable type.
You mock my sense of honor. Common tactic. Now prepare.
Next time, sir. My boon from chaos is transformed. Olympus, I accept this message. How about some other boons instead? God's bite.
Welcome, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. I hope people understand why the Kinect is important now more than ever. We need to keep the Kinect alive.